Unmuted us. There we go.
That is very helpful. Thank you so much. um, welcome to session 4 of Neverland and the Impossible Boy, a actual play 5e homebrew set in Neverland. And I we did a little bit of a recap off stream just to get the players reacquainted with the show. Before I jump into that, everybody say hi. Let's go up the diagonal. So, Maddie.
Hi, I'm Maddie. So many games, and I'm happy to be here.
All right.
Yay!
Christina.
Yes, it's me. Okay, sorry. I was looking at Zoom and not at the screen. Hi, I'm Christina. I'm on Twitter at GreekSid. I'm playing Asha, the halfling sorcerer cook.
All right, Avalon.
I am Avalon. I am playing Mice, a drow warlock, and I'm happy to be here.
Very good. Thank you guys for saying you're happy to be here. That's nice. And Kate.
I'm Kate. I'm Moss Sullivan on Twitter. I'm playing Clover, the pink tiefling. I'm a druid, and I am thrilled to be here.
Whoa, she really just one-upped you guys.
Yeah.
It's time to go home.
Bye, that's the whole game. Thanks for coming.
Okay.
She wins.
All right. And I am Diana. I am Super Dylan on Twitter and Instagram and all of the things. And I will be your storyteller tonight because I've started to get uncomfortable with Dungeon Master. This kind of makes me feel like. All right. So our actual recap from the last session, because I know it was a long time ago. Our friends had a interesting fight above, hovering over a pirate ship, the Jolly Roger. Captain Hook was there. Red-handed Jill was there. And you didn't quite get to either of them. You caused some chaos. Pan caused some more chaos and destroyed part of the ship. And you did get away with your lives, but without really too much information that made you feel satisfied. So the next day, you decided to set out on an adventure of your own, just go exploring Neverland in search of food, grub, things for Asha to cook. And in your adventures into the woods, you eventually followed a trail to a little hideaway, and you met a woman who revealed herself to be named Wendy. She lives in a kind of secret hovel under a tree and told you some things about her past, including that she was one of the lost nearly 100 years ago, that her and her wife, Lily, are of 3 of the other groups of people living on Neverland outside of Peter and his lost, the mollusks, the scorpions, and them, the found. You know that they are saving or hiding children that Pan has tried to use as cannon fodder against the pirates. And that upset your friend Whistly quite a bit in a noticeable way. You met Lily, her wife, a dark elf, but it was too late for you to really stay and answer or ask too many questions because your fairy dust was about to wear off. So you had to get back to the camp, which you did pretty much just in time. Not too much, I believe, happened at the end of that camp. Did everyone go and just get a good night's sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, in that case, we wake up. It's a new day in Neverland. And that means it's exactly the same as the last one. And as the sun comes up, that familiar sprinkle of dust befalls over you and your canopies and your tents. And you have the day. What are you going to do?
Cook. Cook breakfast.
Asha gets right down to business. It's like you've got a system now.
Mm-hmm.
You just go right.
She likes her her patterns, her ways of being. So yes, she can cook.
Yeah.
This is what she'll do.
Absolutely she does. And now things are kind of laid out for you. There's a little workstation of things. It's not much. They're all made out of like whittled sticks and twigs, but there are a couple of these lost characters sort of huddling around, kind of like, you're the one who's going to cook, right?
Yeah. Great. Okay.
Cool. They like hand you random vegetables and plants and things like that. So while Asha's cooking, what does everyone else want to do?
Well, my recollection is that Wendy wanted us to do something today. So I'm going to look for my cohort, see if we're wanting to do that or.
Mm-hmm. So you're looking for Whistly.
Yeah, just I'm looking around for any of this gang.
For any of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking around the camp area, you see Asha like kind of billowing smoke up in a fire, and she's got like she's got rudimentary tools, and she's chopping and stirring things. You see, I guess, let's see then, Rusty, what are you doing with your morning?
I'd probably find somebody I haven't really talked to much and basically just talk their ear off.
Ooh, okay, interesting. Let's see. I'll give you a couple of choices. So in the camp hanging around right now, there's a little halfling girl in some patchwork clothes. There's Nibs over at the war table, who you've seen before. And there's Toodles, who you also recognize, the half-orc lady.
Oh, the half-orc. Okay. Oh, wrong piece of paper. Don't do that. Okay. And what does Toodles do again?
So Toodles is, well, you don't really know too much about Toodles yet, actually. Just that they're a half-orc lady and they're pretty nice.
Oh, well. Then we'll go talk to the lady.
All right. Yeah, she's just sort of sitting by herself, watching, kind of people watching a little bit, sitting on a log. All right, you're going to talk to her. Clover, what are you going to do?
I'm going to spend a couple minutes after everyone gets up, just sort of alone in my tree, like mentally prepare myself / my spell list for the day to come. But just a couple minutes, and then I'll get up and I'll go find Asha, see what she's doing.
Very good. So Mice, when you come down looking for your crew, what you see is Rusty the cat sitting on a log talking to a half-orc lady. You see Asha billowed in smoke cooking. You don't see Clover anywhere yet, but you do see an empty campsite where you are pretty sure just below your tree where Whistly had been.
I'd like to look around. Like, what do you mean by empty? Does it look abandoned or is it just flat?
Yeah, it looks just like the bedroll, or, well, the makeshift bedroll has been unfurled and left the way that it is.
Okay. Can I like look around it?
Yeah, there's, he didn't really have a whole lot of belongings, so there's not much, but there, just as you kind of are pulling things away, you almost wipe it away, but he's like scratched into the dirt. It just says, sorry, had to go. And it's like spelled like SURY, had to, the number two, but it's backwards. Go. And then there's a heart like drawn into the dirt.
All right, I want to mess it up.
Okay. Yeah, you brush it away.
And then just like as smoothly as possible, get up and walk over to Rusty.
Okay. All right. So Rusty, you're sitting there talking. You sit down next to Toodles. She almost looks like surprised that you want to sit with her. And she gives you a nervous little wave.
Oh, don't be nervous, girl. I'm an old fuddy-duddy who just likes to talk to people. So, tell me, what is it that you do over here? You have a job? Do you have a thing, a specialty?
Well, I don't get to do it too much, but I do. I'm the only one who can sail.
Sail. Well, that is quite a feat, 'cause I've lived a lot of lives. And I have never liked the sea. Or been much for boats. So that is quite impressive.
Well, not everybody really thinks so, especially here, because most of the ships just sort of hover.
Ah.
So,
And I guess they don't go very far, do they?
no, not particularly. Around the island, over and over, again and again.
Wow, that sounds quite boring.
Well, it would be fun if I could do it too.
Oh.
But there's not a whole lot of need for my skills these days.
Well, I mean, these days, maybe. But you never know what life will bring you. So, it
Why are
could
you
come.
so nice to me?
That's just me. I like people. You know.
You lick people?
At this point, Mice walks over and just pops down next to you.
Well, sometimes I do. But I said lick.
Well, fortunately, I've only ever seen you lick yourself.
Well, I mean, a man's got to bathe.
Indeed.
So, how are you this morning?
I have a lot on my mind.
Oh. Is it, about the, thing yesterday?
You mean scavenging for herbs yesterday?
Aye.
No, I found that very dull.
Yeah, well. It's, it's not fun, but... I don't know. I'm not great... am I? Hold on. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not great at lying, so, but anyway. But this one here. Your name was Tootles, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Do you know mice?
particularly.
Well, there you go. Toodles, mice, mice, toodles. I think you'll all be friends. She's cool. So, what's on your mind?
My mind?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm talking to mice. Mice.
Sure.
You said you had a lot on your mind. What's on your mind?
And I like look at Toodles and I look at him and I'm just like, nothing that I think is particularly interesting.
Okay. All right. Well, you know. That's
Look,
okay.
I can tell when, like, I know no one wants me around, and it's fine.
Oh no, no.
Wonderful,
No.
wonderful.
What? What?
Always.
Oy.
No, I'm sure she has tasks to perform. I'm sure she does things like sews leaves together or something.
No, not particularly, but
She's a sailor.
A sailor.
Yes.
mhm, I'm a sailor on a floating island where everyone flies. So
Oh.
Wow.
I'll let you guys talk, and I'll go find some rocks to kick. And she's looking up and going.
no.
Okay, that was sad and kind of rude. What?
Rusty, I don't care about that person. Have you noticed that Whistly has gone missing?
What? What? No, I don't. I've got what is it? Yeah, I've got a terrible, terrible perception. 6 wisdom. No, I did not notice. Is he gone? What?
Yes, he's gone. I think he went to join up with that person from yesterday.
Oh. Well, that's not surprising. I was pretty astonished by the revelation.
Well, I just don't want him making trouble for us here. I think we have a good thing going.
Oh, you think this is a good thing?
There's food. No one has tried to stab me.
Okay, that's fair. I've been there before. Yes.
Around this point, Clover, you'd be done getting set up, and you'd probably be coming around to the ground level of the camp. Do you have anything that you want to look forward to? You see that the rest of your group, minus Wisley, has kind of gathered on this log, whereas Asha is over cooking in her normal spot.
Yeah, I would start to look for Asha, but she's like settled in. She's comfy. She's good. She's
Yeah,
busy. She's not even looking at me. I'll go see what the other two are whispering about.
Okay, so you go and join your conspiring friends on the
Yeah.
log.
Rusty
like
does
that.
not whisper.
That's true.
I guess I'll talk
You guys
quieter and quieter to compensate.
We're just
I'll
gonna get
take a hint.
I'm not so. Why are you getting so quiet? I can't hear you.
You have these giant ears for then.
I know, I can hear you. Gosh. Okay. Oh, there's one now. Hey, Clover, how are you doing?
Hey, why are you yelling?
I don't know. She was getting quieter. I thought I'd get louder. It was. Yeah.
You guys look
Clover.
real suspicious over here.
Yeah. And we just sent a girl packing.
I'm gonna get up and walk away. That was too frustrating.
Oh, okay.
Mice, where are you heading? Anywhere in particular?
No, I'm just gonna go sit.
I mean, I get that girl, but I don't get that girl. You know? Ah,
Maybe it's because you were yelling at her.
hmm. I
Hmm.
mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm not particularly bright.
Have you seen Wesley this morning?
Oh, no, well, that's what Mice was just saying. He's
Hmm.
gone. Apparently he left. She's afraid that he may have, gone up and joined with the others.
Well, I mean, that makes sense, but I wouldn't broadcast it. Because if they think he left and we're friends with him,
Yeah. I guess that could be trouble. Uh, I don't know how much I like this place. You know, everything's so weird. You try to be nice, and people are like, and you, I don't know. I don't know. This is weird.
it's weird.
I don't even remember agreeing to come here. I think I was drunk. Uh,
Everyone, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
oh no.
oh no.
Oh yay. No, I don't even have proficiency in that. Okay. Oh, awesome.
10.
21.
Oh, jeez.
I rolled an 18.
Hmm.
18. I heard a 21,
10.
17.
10, and a 17. Okay, and a
Uh,
2.
I rolled a 4, so I have -2. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I got 2.
So we had a 4, and we had a
21.
21. We had a
10.
10. All right. So our 10 and our 4, or
2.
or 10 and our 2.
10
Correct.
and 2. 10 and
And
2.
then 2. Yeah.
Our 10 and 2, you are feeling that haze when Rusty mentions like not being able to remember coming here. You all, kind of check your own memories, so to speak, to just see if you have that same problem. Rusty, you were kind of joking at first, but thinking about it, really, you are having trouble remembering things. In fact, you're having trouble remembering what happened yesterday, what's happened since you've been here. And Mice, the 10 was you?
Mhm.
Yeah. Not quite as bad. You remember what happened yesterday, but you're starting to get fuzzy on remembering what brought you here.
Okay.
It's hard. You have to like really think in order to remember why you're in this place. I'm so sorry.
I love it.
Amazing.
Rusty is very disgruntled.
Yeah.
Salem is so mad. He just wants to leave.
I'm not.
Yeah, he just wants to leave and come back a million times. Asha, you remember because you're so driven to make breakfast. And you're just, for some reason, it's just effortless. You're just like, what? We're in Neverland. So, all right. As you're all sitting there kind of pondering this memory question posed by Rusty, Pan flies in and lands kind of with like a little bit of pomp in front of the camp, and everybody turns to watch the entire camp. Nibs steps away from the table, and I I'm going to open this door so the cat.
Too much
Bye,
is fun.
Salem.
Yeah, but
Good night,
seriously,
Salem.
Can I say that?
at least your cat sounds like a cat, you know?
We'll
Like,
be back in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So Pan lands with the twinkling light of Tinkerbell kind of fluttering behind him and landing politely on his shoulder. And he kind of like pompously crosses his arms and walks up to the camp, like waves everybody over, and everybody scurries. Asha, everyone who is around you, like helping you prepare breakfast, just like kind of runs.
But what about my frittata?
I hurry over as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay.
what's going on? Huh? What? Oh.
Pan's voice kind of just billows out across the floating islands. And he says, "We scared red-handed Jill off, but we've got bigger fish now."
Fish. I love fish.
I'm gonna elbow him in the side.
I've got word from the mermaids that one of the lost that ran away is back in Neverland. And you're all going to help me bring her down. And every lost in the camp starts cheering and jeering.
Also cheering.
Mm.
Yay.
It's like a golf clap.
Mhm.
I have no idea what's going on.
Now, who wants
Still-
to come
still
with
missing
me?
Frittata, but it's
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to go.
Bunch of hands go up.
Not me.
Can I pull
Come
Rusty's
We're
hand
gonna
down?
run her through.
Oh, what? Huh?
He starts like beating his dagger on his chest. And they start getting wilder and wilder. People are like throwing their hands up in the air, throwing themselves at his feet.
just went from Neverland to like Wolf of Wall Street. Oh my god.
Yeah, genuinely, or I'm just trying to seem as excited, but also like not sign myself up for whatever this is.
Yeah.
Okay. What's everybody else's reaction to this display?
I'm going to lean over to Clover and go, what is happening? I don't
Can
I
I? Oh, sorry.
I don't remember anything right now.
Well, then definitely don't volunteer.
Okay.
Okay.
A couple of the people that like have thrown themselves at his feet, he like lifts them up and he's like, "All right, you could come. You could come." And he's still sort of like scanning. Mice, make a deception check.
Okay. Oh, thank God. 19.
Okay, so you successfully do what every kid who doesn't know the answer in class wants to do, which is seem like you're paying attention, but not so much attention that you get called on. So you pull that move off, explicit, and he scans the crowd and goes over you. Asha, though, he stops and hovers over you in the crowd.
Whisking my frittata.
What do you want to happen in this scenario? Does Asha want to go with him?
No.
Deception check then.
Okay. got, Asha? What do you got? You're charismatic, but you can't lie for a shit. Okay, here we go. Okie dokie. 15 plus just my mod, which is 4, so 19.
Not bad. All right. You're just like, you've luckily got like bits of egg somehow like on you, and you're just like, when he comes to you, you're like, I'd love to go, but like all this egg. And he,
Can you hold this bowl? I really need to get this going.
you're like a stock photo right now. You're laughing at a whole dozen eggs. And so he actually kind of hovers on you for a second because he likes you so much, and then he's just like, no, she's got a lot going on. So he picks his group of 5, winds up not being any of you. They fly off, and a couple of the people who didn't get picked look really fucking upset. Most of all, fucking Toodles, who is really not looking happy. Kind of can't get herself up off the ground. But everybody eventually goes back to business as usual. You know, sparring, fighting, cooking, Asha, I assume, which you're almost done. I think now you can serve breakfast pretty much. And what would you guys like to do now that Pan is off the floating islands?
Is Nib still here?
Nibs is still here.
Is there anything like, what does his disposition or mood seem like?
As soon as Pan takes off, Nibs has started to like pull certain people, seemingly effortlessly, like out of the crowd to come kind of discuss with him. Seems like he's got a plan in mind.
Okay. Can I just like pay attention to who those people are so that maybe like I recognize them later?
Absolutely. Yep. And what about the rest of you?
Two that I see.
I'm going to, I wonder if, Usha's finished breakfast yet.
It looks like she has. It's all laid out. People are gorging themselves.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that's where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Right.
quite a rainbow chard, and it's not quite real eggs. But it should still taste nice.
Yeah, it's great. I mean,
It actually is. Yeah.
Okay.
It's legit. It's good.
of course.
All right. And Clover, Mice, what about you guys?
I'm gonna get some of the food.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Neverland is yours.
I'm gonna sit next to Toodles
Mhm.
and try to console her, like in a better way than Maddie can.
Well, you go and sit next to her in the dirt, and she's just like, I'm used to it.
I know, it's not fair. There's got to be something you can do.
I can do lots of things. I just always miss my opportunities.
And what is that?
I don't know. Sometimes I think that's part of something that makes him feel entertained. And I think that, ah, I shouldn't be talking to you about this.
Why not?
Sorry. Um, Never mind. I love it here. I don't want to. It's
Oh,
all right. I'll get the next one. I'll
uh,
get the next one.
yeah. I mean, that's a good attitude to have.
Hmm.
Positivity can make things happen.
That's right. That's what I always say.
Is it now? Well,
Hmm.
okay. I'll take your word for it. So, other than sailing, what else are you good at?
I'm a decent shot.
Shot.
You know,
Uh, oh, like slingshot.
like arrows.
Oh, right. A bow. Oh, okay. Well, that's quite handy.
You'd think. Um, but you have to be somewhere where something needs to be shot at in
Sure.
order to for it to be handy, you know.
Aye. Well, maybe, um, aye. I don't know. I'm,
It's all right. It's just
it's,
how it is here.
I don't
You'll
get this
find out
place.
what your thing is, I'm sure. I know you're new here.
Yeah, I, I don't remember coming here. No.
Oh, that hardly matters. Most of us don't.
So you don't know, you don't remember how long you've been here? I don't. It feels like I just got here yesterday.
Mm. Yeah, it always kind of feels that way. Like it's been forever, but just a few minutes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, anyway, it's gonna be fine. I'll get my moment.
you will. You will.
Yeah. Yeah. Just gotta go practice some more.
Right.
She's gonna take like a arrow out of her quiver and like lock it in her bow and kind of walk over to where some like rudimentary like targets have been set up and logs with like bits of old garbage kind of stacked on top of them. She's gonna walk away and start lining up a shot, start practicing.
Um, when she does that, I'll get up and find the others.
Okay, they're pretty much right back where you left them, unless did you guys want to do anything in that while he was doing that?
No, I just eat the food and watch as subtly as possible the nibs situation.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like lots of like drawing, mapping, dirt, pointing at things. Can't really make it out, but definitely planning with a couple of others. And Clover.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna eat and then when I'm done, maybe practice with my flames some more. It's
Okay. Well, idly doing those things, you know, doesn't take you much time, and the day is yours. And what would you like to really do?
At some point, I will go over to Clover um, and say that I am embarrassed to put myself in league with the cat, but I too am starting to not feel fully clear on events that have transpired recently. But I feel like there was something we were supposed to follow up on with the woman we met.
Yes, unfortunately, I in real life have a bad memory. So I don't remember either.
So, Kate,
Sorry.
you might have one, but you rolled really well. So,
Yeah.
In your last session, which took place in game yesterday, you met Wendy and
Mhm.
Lily, the lovely married ladies who are taking care of the wayward children that Pan picks up and tries to force to kill pirates.
Mhm.
You had wanted to follow up with them mostly at the behest of Whistly. He seemed very urgent about the matter. He even had shown both Lily and Wendy an image that he kept on his person of two
Okay.
children. He seemed very invested in finding their hideaway of kids.
Okay. So as she's talking, I'll put my flames away and pay attention to be polite. And then very quietly let her know, well, you don't remember anything about yesterday? Do you remember who we spoke to?
With a 10? How much do I remember?
You remember yesterday.
Okay.
It's hard,
Okay.
but you're having real trouble remembering before Neverland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I remember, I think I remember most of yesterday, but most importantly, I remember how adamant Wesley was and how absent he now is.
Yeah.
And I'm worried that he has run off and he's going to get us all into trouble.
Yeah.
Especially if Pan is potentially hunting for her right now.
Yeah. Since we know, since most of us remember where she was, maybe we can get there first if we leave now. Do you want to try to track him down?
Perhaps I don't want to get implicated though in
Right.
him running away. I don't know.
Well, we're allowed to be out looking for resources, and if we just sort of happen to cross paths with Pan, worst case, maybe we can say we can join in with them. Maybe.
I think that's a good idea. Okay.
All right.
So do you want to, you and Asha seem much closer than, do you want to see if there's any food she needs that we could pretend to get?
Yeah. And then I'll go over to Asha. Are you like trying to do the dishes? What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm probably just cleaning up, or maybe people eat more. Yeah. Hi.
Okay.
Are we going to look for food again?
Yes. Do you need anything? Would you like to come make sure we get the right
Yes.
stuff?
I would like to come and make sure that you get the right food.
Yeah, Asha, you are like, you need vegetables. Like, there's no vegetables. No one's eating anything that isn't like fat or protein byproducts. Like, no, it's like really pissing you off. Everyone is so unhealthy here.
Ridiculous.
You need
Ridiculous.
some greenery.
Yes.
Yeah, you feel really strongly about that.
So let's go.
Yeah, let's get Rusty. I feel like he's not very focused.
Rusty's a distracted cat.
Huh? What? Huh? What's going on? Hello. Is there any more food? No?
No. Do you want to come with us to get some?
Aye, that sounds good.
All right, you guys take off. Like last time, flight is no longer a problem. It's becoming more and more natural to you. You just lift off and it's as easy as running. Are you you're heading basically in the same direction as yesterday, correct?
Yeah. While we're flying, I think we should fill Rusty in on
Okay. So they
situation.
kind of remind you, Rusty, of what happened yesterday and why they're heading that way.
What? Okay. Wait, who's Whistly?
Oh no.
Oh, no, I remember. I'm joking. Sort of.
It is funny, like Rusty, when they mention specific things, it comes back to you. Like you swear you couldn't remember it a moment ago, and then as soon as they say, "Yeah, Whistly, the big guy with the barber pole," it just like something. You're just like, "Oh, right, we spent the last 3 days together," but it was not there a second ago.
I'm not that old. This is so weird.
Mm-hmm. Clover and Asha, give me survival rolls.
Okay.
$16.
Natural 20.
Boom, girls.
Dang.
That
Wow.
is the importance of a balanced breakfast. You, Asha
Remember everything.
and Clover, the two of you haven't really been quite as affected by this memory degradation. And you remember pretty well the way that you came. You land kind of right onto the path that led you to the tree, but not quite there. So you have a little bit of distance to travel, but not much. And on the way, do you actually want to try finding any food, Asha?
Sure.
Okay, very good. I'm gonna need you to make some nature checks for me.
Oh boy. Okay.
We'll start with one.
Okay. That's a 7.
Cool. Okay. So you guys land. You see the path in front of you that you know leads right to Wendy's treehouse. But as you land, Asha looks over into the brush to kind of look and see if there's anything she actually can use. And you see these big, beautiful stalks of flowers. They look bright pinks and velvety purple colors, all of these beautiful arrays of satin leaves, and they're just lovely. But you notice that the leaves look very edible. It's like big old spinach leaves. You know, they would be perfect in like just a little bit of oil. It would be great. So you lean to pick one up, and the flower petals kind of contract on themselves like this, all of them. And then they lean forward and start sniffing you. More of these flowers start to point towards you and start sniffing Asha. And if we could, I think this would be a really good time for a little break.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were gonna say roll initiative.
I did too.
I know, right? Okay.
Spooky.
Hold up. There we go. And yeah, we will be back. And can I do this? Yeah, there we go.
We have faith.
We're unmuted. There we go.
Woot!
Wonderful. All right. So where we left off, Asha was about to pull a plant out of the ground, and it started to sniff her. And it scrunches up on itself, and it actually makes this like sniffing sound. And other plants start joining in. The flowers of the nearby plants start leaning in and moving, not out of the ground, but leaning in towards her to smell her.
I mean, there's not a lot in the way of hygiene where we're staying, so I understand. I get it. Um, help, help, help,
Oh.
Okay.
help.
Asha starts yelling for help. You guys run over and see that plants are sniffing her. What are you gonna do?
Step away from the plants.
Can I just like grab her
Yeah, and like
and just
yank
like
her
whoop,
back.
pull her away?
You pull her back, and the plants open back up into flowers
Okay.
and start screaming,
No,
like
Sleep.
high pitched sound, but loud and echoing. And
I don't like that.
I cast sleep.
you cast sleep on the plants. All right. What's is there a DC or is it a?
Oh, it's okay. So I need to roll some dice, and it's the amount of hit points of the creature
yes.
go to sleep. So
Correct. Okay.
let me see. That's a 5d8. Okay. Two more of those. And oh. Okay. That's not
Oh
great.
no.
That's 20. 20 hit points, essentially in ascending order from lowest hit points to highest.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So two of the plants just sort of wilt and stop screaming. And two of them do not stop. That is in the time that it takes you to cast that spell. However, a figure appears. You can hear them running through the forest for just seconds before a sword just cuts through the base of these two plants that are still screaming, and their voices fall short and silent. And that's Lily, the dark elf. Long hair, her sword now covered in plant blood.
I tried.
Hi.
How long?
How long what?
How long have they known that you're here? How long do we have?
The plants, they just started screaming like a couple seconds ago.
It takes 6 seconds to cast the spell, so 12 seconds maybe.
12 seconds. Ugh. We might be all right. I don't know if we can risk it. Whatever, get inside. And she shuffles you towards the pathway back to the treehouse. Go.
Oh.
Hmm?
Yep. Go. We're going.
We'll talk about the smelling flowers later.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shuttles you there. There's no time to deal with this, and she just kind of elbows a couple of the knots in the tree, and the tree opens, and you guys tumble forward because she shoves each and every one of you down.
I didn't smell that bad.
When you get to the bottom, Wendy's down there, like throwing some knives at drawn targets on the wall. And she looks terribly confused.
Hello.
What's happening?
Do you remember us from yesterday?
Yeah, of course I do. Do you remember me?
I do.
I do. Mostly.
I don't know.
Rusty and Mice, you had no idea who this woman was a second ago. Seeing her, all of a sudden, it's like you remember an entire day that happened.
What the hell?
It's like you, without her right there in front of you, you would never have remembered that yesterday even happened.
Have you seen our friend?
Have you seen
No.
Wesley?
No, he was supposed to meet my wife and the kids. That's what he wanted anyway. And like that, Lily comes kind of gracefully sliding down, hoisting up the rope to close the treehouse behind her. She runs over to Wendy and, kind of like puts a hand around her head and says, this one. The ivy smelled her. And Wendy kind of just falls back in her chair. How long were they screaming?
Just a little bit.
I was estimating maybe 12 seconds. I don't know. I cast a
12
sleep
seconds.
spell. I put 2 of them to sleep, and then she showed up and whacked the rest. I
I appreciate your caution. I don't feel like these screaming flowers are really the biggest concern that we should have right now.
You'd be mistaken. The flowers scream to spread word that some of Pan's lost have gone too far.
But we were told we could go where we wanted as long as we came back.
Oh, sure.
We were just here yesterday.
Yeah. And if they relay that you might be here and he comes to check, he'll find us.
wasn't
You
he
might be allowed to be out here, but we are.
wasn't he
hiding
looking
for
for
reason.
somebody? Was he looking for them?
I expect he's still looking for, well, me, probably. Whether he thinks he's looking for red-handed Jill or Wendy, it doesn't matter.
He said something about a lost being found and going after them.
That'd be me. Typical. He doesn't really remember why he's after me, but he is.
So the memory thing affects him too.
Him more than anyone else.
So it's just an after effect of this place?
It's an after effect of him. This whole place is an after effect of him. He made it. It is the way that it is because he wills it to be. The plants, everything.
How powerful is he?
Too much.
Because those plants sniffed me, does Pan know what I smell like now?
The plants sniffed you because you smell like his mark. His fairy dust. Tink's fairy dust.
Oh, there
It's
he
not
is.
just a free gift. Nothing is a free gift in Neverland. He doesn't just give you the ability to fly. He's marked you.
Well, I don't buy into this plant thing. I get it. It didn't smell me. It's fine. If you're not concerned about him coming and looking for you, then I would at least prefer not to be here when he finds you.
Oh, I'm concerned. And I just want to leave in a prepared way. We should go to the camp. That's the next logical place.
Right.
Are you going to come with, or are you going to try to go back?
I was just trying to find our compatriot.
Wendy looks over at Lily, who kind of steps forward and starts like throwing things in a knapsack. And she's like, yeah, he didn't show up. He said he'd meet me. I told him where our camp was. He never showed.
It seems to me that whoever may have intercepted him would probably then know whatever he knows. Like where this camp is? Does that seem far-fetched?
He didn't seem too bright. He might not have remembered. It's kind of common around here.
Aye.
Didn't show up, and neither did anyone else.
Damn.
I guess we can come with you for a while until we would need to head back.
We might as well help.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's an idea. All right. Well, you could start by going topside and making sure no one's around while we finish packing up, this version of our home. And they start pulling like the couple of scrap things off the walls and the little like bottles and broken pieces of glass and things that don't look like anything, piling them into a bag.
Oh, okay. Guess start going back up and just turn back really quick. I'm sorry I got sniffed. Sorry.
Wendy turns around. She's like, look, it's not your fault. Why would you? No. I mean, we told you, but still, it's not intuitive. Plants don't typically sniff people or scream. And I sometimes forget that. It's been a long time that we've been in Neverland. Just, we'll handle it.
All right, I go up and out.
Same.
Yeah.
All right, you go up top side. Make me some perception checks, everyone.
At least I'm proficient in this. But...
5.
Oh, natural 20.
Ah!
17.
Nice.
12.
Excellent. So 17, natural 20, 12, and what?
5.
5. Okay. Mice, you get up there and you're kind of pissed. You're just like, let's go. But everybody else like kind of shushes and listens. Nothing is in your immediate vicinity, but you can hear like the very distant echoes of laughter. And it seems to sort of be getting closer and closer, though it's far away now.
Does it seem like Pan laughter?
We're so screwed.
It seems like the lost, for sure. Not maybe him.
We need to leave.
Aye.
Is it clear what direction it's coming from?
Yes, it's coming all the way from like the lagoon area where the mermaids are.
All right. I am going to start running in the other direction.
Okay.
Full out.
Exactly in the other direction. All right.
Away from whatever that is.
Okay. You go and run off into the woods. Excellent. What do the rest of you do?
I'm going to follow her.
I'm gonna jump up and fly after them.
Okay, so you guys run off into the woods. Clover flies over you.
I'm little and I don't run fast.
Fly,
Okay.
girl, fly.
I guess I'm running.
Wendy and Lily come up topside with knapsacks over their shoulders and close the tree house behind them. See that you guys are just not there.
Oh, crap.
And they just fucking Neverland. And they go off in their direction. You guys.
Is it a different direction from us? I guess we wouldn't know that. They're behind us. Never mind.
They have run off into the woods, deeper and deeper. Give me survival checks, everyone. And give me stealth checks, everyone.
Okay. So, survival is... Ooh, okay, that's good. And stealth is...
Okay.
Okay, not so good.
Survival 16, stealth 19.
Survival 20, stealth 4.
Survival 15 and stealth of 8.
Okay, fantastic.
I got survival 18, stealth natural 1.
Wow. Okay. So just basically screaming through
Yeah.
Yeah.
you all run in a beautifully cut path, but just hitting everything, making so much noise. And you get Sorry. You get to run for, I don't know, maybe a few minutes before who had the four
Me.
mice, you running as hard as you can through the woods, and you kind of look back for like just a second to see who's behind you and make sure it's all the people that you know. And then you just sort of contact with something, and you don't fall, but you get bounced back.
Okay.
And you hear a flintlock cock and a kind of grainy, cigarette-ridden voice. Well, now, what do we have here?
Do I recognize this person from this trip or time at Neverland?
You. He looks familiar. No
Okay.
one that you personally fought, I don't think, but he does have a familiar brow to him.
Is he pointing his gun at me?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to cast poison spray.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
What's the rule there?
He must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. 18.
He succeeds.
Okay. So that doesn't mean he likes it. Poison spray just shoots from your hands into his face. He's wiping it away, like with his offhand. Like, you fucking ran into me.
You startled me and you've got a gun pointed at me. I'll do it again. I don't actually do it. I say I threaten to do it.
This time I'll shoot you.
This time I'll roll higher.
Yeah.
The fuck are y'all doing in these woods?
If we knew, we would tell you.
Looking for rainbow chard.
Looking for what?
For vegetables to eat.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I don't really know what kind of thing a vegetable is.
No, I guess you don't.
Carrots, celery, cucumbers, eggplant, cabbage.
All right.
Little lady, why are you talking about food right now?
I was just you asked what vegetable. Those are all vegetables.
Look, I'm angry and I'm confused and I kind of want to shoot something. So why are you running through these woods, running into me and talking about vegetables?
We're running from the pan.
You too, huh?
Well, I mean, right now, but we still live up there, I guess. I don't know. How long we been here again?
I don't know, Rusty, but maybe you don't know this guy that well.
I'm a friendly guy. I talk to people. He looks nice enough. He's just misunderstood, I'm sure. Aren't you, big fella?
I never heard that one before. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I'm just misunderstood.
Do you have a
And
name?
that's why your bunk buddy, Pan, wants to kill me and my friends over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's why I kill you
Oh.
over and over again.
I mean, you could, but what about, um, and, oh God, I got nothing. Uh, I, mm, yeah, I will start kind of like whispering something under my breath. And I'm just like, and I'll just kind of like move my fingers for him to come a little closer as I cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay. What's he got to do?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Okay. 13.
He fails.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
All right. He does. He kind of like lets his gun hand fall to his side and is like, "What you saying?"
so he's gonna take 8 points of psychic damage, and then he's gonna use his reaction to move as far as his speed allows away from me.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Roll that out. The damage.
that was 8 damage.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna kind of grab onto his head and then kind of fall back in horror and start whatever, fuck Pan, fuck the Lost, and he's gonna start running off in the direction in which you came.
Oh, that worked. Holy crap. Okay, where do we go now?
I mean, I think we need to go far enough out that we can loop back around and go to camp.
Yeah. And we should probably just, I don't know, maybe try not to run into things.
Yes.
Maybe? Oh, okay. Okay.
Let's maybe not tell them who our friends are either.
Oh, right. I will try to be more discreet. That's
Thank you.
not something I'm very good at, but I'll try.
Who's got decent perception?
I do.
All right, roll me a perception check.
Unnatural 20.
Hey.
Natural 20. Mice, you and only you hear a very distinct sound after he ran away. Just a few seconds. You hear a sort of, it's just the faintest ching sound, like sword quickly cutting something off in the distance, maybe about 30, 35 feet away.
We need to go.
Okay.
It's back behind us. I'm sorry.
Yeah, back the way that you came, where he ran, in the direction he ran.
And then I start going again.
Okay, there it is. Follow her.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Mice starts running in the same direction you were headed. Do you guys follow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You run. Give me some survival checks to see if you can make it through.
12.
16.
5.
I got a natural 1 on a different dice.
Oh no!
Excellent. Clover got the natural 1 and Ash got the 5. Okay.
We're very
Wonderful.
frazzled.
So Mice just takes off. She's going. She's all about that business. Rusty,
That running business.
Rusty is all about just following Mice because she feels like she's in control. And Rusty's like, I need a guiding light.
And cats chase mice.
And cats. Take an inspiration point. Wow.
Well done.
Okay, that was beautiful. So Rusty chases after mice, and Asha, you sort of lose them. Your little legs, your tiny, tiny little legs, can't keep up with all of this, and you start to fall a little behind. And Clover, she's just so good that she's not going to let that happen.
Oh.
She's not going to let you fall behind. So she's going to stop and try to, pick you up and try to carry you with her. But that well-intentioned plan to help you move forward without falling behind results in Clover lifting you up and promptly over with a big clamor of limbs and weapons falling and lots of noise.
Thanks.
Ow.
Sorry.
It's okay.
As you apologize to each other and start brushing each other off to stand up. Roll initiative. Just Clover and Asha.
12.
15.
Okay. 12 and a 15. And we've got. All right. So, out from the woods, right behind you, two long swords kind of come poking from either end into the pathway that you are in. And you see a gentleman, a human, and a lady who's maybe human, maybe half elf, something like that. Swords out. And one of them's going to take a slice right at you, Clover.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a natural 20. I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm so sorry. That's going to be 10 damage to you.
no. Okay. It's gonna fall unconscious immediately.
Unconscious.
She's the healer.
Yeah.
No.
Who had the 15?
Me.
It's your turn.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. I'm gonna stand over her and I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt at the person that just killed her.
What are you casting?
Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Let's see. Ranged spell attack. Okay. That's a 22.
That'll hit easy.
Okay. They take 9 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Lightning bolts just miraculously shoot up from the ground and just electrocute them right through the tip of their sword. And you kind of see their hair stand on end for a second, and they look singed and burned. And that is going to be then Clover's turn.
Okay.
Death save.
Okay, I made that one. I got a 12.
Oh, good.
Woo!
Okay.
I put the
All right.
natural one dice away.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. And then the other one is gonna take their role to come up, and Asha, they're just gonna try to grapple you.
Oh no.
So you're going to make a strength check to try to resist that.
Oh great. That's at -2. Cool.
Well, they only rolled an 11, so
Okay.
you might be okay.
Natural 20.
Wow, fantastic. They try to just like kind of bear hug around you. And as they try to do that, you slip right out. They can't gauge your height. So the other one is gonna go again and is gonna try to catch you as you slip out. So one more of those.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Again, though, this is only an 8.
So 17.
Okay.
Minus. No, minus. Is this a strength saving throw or is this
Yes.
like a okay, so strength saving throw. So yeah, so 15.
Okay. So you slip out of one hand and the other one tries to grab you by the collar, and you're just sort of like leprechaun. You're just like hee hee hee, and you run. can't, you can't get caught. So that's both their actions. And Asha, it's your turn now.
Okay. I am concentrating. Okay. I can do it again. Oh, okay. On a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage, and on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I don't even have to roll that one. So he just takes another d12 damage.
All right, roll that T12.
12!
Ooh, yes. Okay, excellent. Now, just this one just really goes through him, and you could see that he like almost drops his sword, barely hangs on to it. And it is at this point, Mice and Rusty, make a perception check. You guys are booking it.
Oh boy.
19.
Okay.
That's a 3.
Okay, Rusty, you keep on running, but Mice stops and you sort of barrel into her. And you're stopped by the sheer force of her stopping. Because Mice, you realize that the footsteps that were following you have gotten quieter. There's less of them. Notice that your other two are just not following you anymore.
Why aren't we running?
Where are the other two? And I just like Clover, Asha, like try to listen.
Yeah. You listen and you can hear now the sounds of like steel on flesh and grappling, grunting. You hear it. It's kind of
All right, go back.
okay. They're gonna head back in the direction. Clover, it's your turn.
Okay. No, that one's an 8.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to kill them and then I'm gonna stabilize you. Ah!
Okay. The other one's gonna go again and is gonna say, "Will you stop running?" And just is gonna try to grapple you one more time. Asha. That's gonna be a 15.
That's a 3 minus 2. That's a
And they
1.
just scoop you up, and you're like kicking your legs, and you're like, "Let me go! Will you stop it?"
No, you killed my friend. Go.
Well, will you tell us what the fuck you're doing here?
Looking for vegetables. Let me go.
The other one is gonna kind of put their sword down and go over to you, Clover, and like kind of check you out. As like they're not looking for vegetables. And they're gonna like lean down and like kind of, yeah, they're definitely his. Are you here for Pan?
No.
Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. Nobody say a thing. Sorry for that weird response. My headphones just died.
Oh.
Oh.
So hang on. Could someone in the chat tell me if Falcon, can you tell me if this is like too echoey? If it's not, we'll just keep going. But
Yeah, sounds good.
thank you, Tizar. Okay. So you, the one that had the sword in their hand, is like over Clover's body, and it's just like, they're definitely his. They're definitely not out here just looking for vegetables.
Yes, we are. Can you let me go so I can help her?
You're gonna have to give us a little bit more than that.
We were with them, but we don't want to be anymore, and we were looking for the found, okay?
Asha, make a perception check. Make a persuasion roll. Sorry.
I'm actually trained in that. That's cool. Yeah. Cool. 14 plus 6, 20.
Whoa.
Damn.
Oh, bitch. Okay. So, the one with the sword over Clover, like, kind of gives a nod and puts their sword down. And the other one lets you down to the ground a step away. And it's at this point that Mice and Rusty kind of like run back through the brush, and you see like, Asha, what do you do to heal Clover?
Can I make a medicine check to at least like stabilize her?
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay. Okie. 18. I am rolling good, except when I roll like 3s. Plus, I'm not trained in medicine, but you know, I saw someone do it on TV.
I watch Scrubs.
Yeah, exactly. I watched Fantasy Scrubs. But my wisdom's a +3, so that's a 21.
Nice. Wow. Okay. You just like, you're so mad at plants right now because of the sniffing violation that you just like,
so not cool.
You look like around in the brush and you like immediately see something that you know is medicinal, and you just kind of grab it and like rub it on her wounds. Let's see, Clover. You can pop up with 3 hit points.
Yay!
And by pop up, I mean Clover like gasps a little bit. So Mice and Rusty, you pop through the woods. You see this these two people armed with swords. You see Asha over Clover kind of cradling her neck and feeding her plants.
You're okay. You're
Um,
okay. You're okay. This is like kind of spearmint tea, but it'll help. It'll help. Just eat that. Just eat that. Just chew it though. Just you gotta chew it.
and the
Just
two
chew
with
it.
swords don't seem to be hostile. They're kind of actually like arm in arm, like what is happening here?
What is happening here?
Yeah, exactly.
They heard Clover, but
Aye.
I think we're okay now.
Well, we're okay as long as you start talking about why you're out here.
I don't think that this is a safe time to be talking out here.
And why not?
Because Pan and them are hunting a lost.
Which lost?
I don't know. Presumably Wendy, but
All right. So
who are you?
We don't know you well enough to tell you, but if you'd like to know more, or if you'd like to live, I guess, you could come with us. And the other one is just like, oh no, they're not coming with us.
Why not?
We're gonna bring Pan.
That's fair. That's probably true. I don't know.
On his side, right? Like you said, you're still one of his.
No, we are marked. We're marked with his dust. So yeah, he might be able to find us. We're not on his side. I don't even like the bastard.
Well, that's something. What about you? He points at Asha, the one with the pistol, does.
I don't like it here very much. I don't like him very much.
Well, all right. I believe you.
And I wasn't lying about the food. I have been looking for vegetables.
All right, all right. It's just not
People
something
do not have a balanced diet at all.
That might be true. We don't eat the best around here. The plants, they sort of,
Self-care is the best care.
Have you met many of the plants here on Neverland? Might not.
Some of them.
It adds up over time. Anyway, we gotta run. You can come with us if you're willing to talk or willing to fight anyway.
I like to talk.
How do you know it's safe where you're going?
Mhm.
How do you know
Where are
it's
you
safe where
going?
you're going? Right?
But we survived this long. And look, you pig thing, wherever you are. I didn't mean to hurt you. Well, I meant to hurt you, but you startled me. You came out of nowhere and you smell like the bastard, so sorry. Anywho, we better run. You can follow or not.
Fine. Just at least to talk, I guess.
All right. And they're going to start heading in a direction. Does anybody follow along?
I'm gonna help Clover to her feet and All right, mice. Are we going? Where are we going?
I'm not your leader. Go wherever you want.
No, but you have a lot of thoughts, a lot of opinions, and you're strong-willed. So, yeah, we're going to try to stick together. So, what is it that you want to do?
I'm really not sure what the best thing to do here is.
Okay, then we should probably go with them because we don't know this place and we may be in trouble. So going back to the floating island thing may not be a good idea. I don't know.
If this seems safer, then we can try it out.
I honestly have no clue what I'm doing.
Let's go talk to them and then we'll see if we like what they say.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Let's help her and let's follow as quickly as we can.
Okay. So, is Clover able to
Clover's
keep up?
Clover okay?
Clover's
Yeah.
got 3 hit points. She's on her feet.
Yeah.
I am gonna cure wounds myself though.
Atta
Just
girl.
'cause. Just cause.
You do that.
I lost some blood.
All right. So you guys scurry up as Clover heals herself, and you scurry up to catch up with them. And you guys are going to run and follow in their direction. I need everybody to make stealth checks.
Okay. Is it possible for me to like stay kind of behind everyone to kind of keep an eye?
On the rear? Absolutely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that is dirty 20.
7.
14.
I got a 4.
7 and 4 is who?
Me and Mice, I think.
I'm 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. This reluctant leadership position that you've been flung into is a little hard to grasp. You're literally trying to just stay alive on your own. At various points, they keep thrusting you to this boss position. In this case, in particular, it really throws you, and you are leading this group back, and every step is just full of thump.
Love them.
The
Love it.
thumpiest steps. Clover, you're healing yourself as you go.
Yeah.
And it's just you're casting spells, your incantations are loud. You're basically like sparks of magic.
I'm letting them know they really hurt me.
Yeah. And like everybody else keeps being like looking back at you both, being like, you're just I can't. So yeah, a lot of noise coming as you kind of barrel through the woods following them. But they try their best, and we're gonna see how well they do to conceal all of that. Wow, not bad. Not great, but not bad. You guys, as a group, move through the woods, and it starts to get a little bit dimmer, and it starts to get a little bit colder. And then it starts to get a lot colder. And then you see, like, almost suddenly, just in the dim light, snow is starting to fall. And then you're in it. It's like you just walked through is sheep, and then there's snow. You were in a forest, and now the trees are bare, and the wind is cold on your skin, and there's like a clarity ahead of you. You could see through all the trees because they don't have any leaves. Ground is white. The moons are reflecting all on this new bright landscape you're on.
What the bloody hell?
This happen a lot.
Did we go through a cupboard and pass into another book?
No, we're in winter now.
We're in winter now.
I thought winter was a season, not a place.
Right?
The pistol guy is like, y'all haven't been here long.
I have no idea. Seriously.
3 days.
Yeah.
The winter's a place here.
Oh,
That's where we stay.
you stay in the winter. Oh, okay. Got it.
We're here. We don't like to attract Pan if we can help it.
Does Pan not like the winter?
Nah, it's just harder for him to navigate. He likes the summer. He uses this place as kind of punishment for different folk. Anywho, camps up ahead, and he points at a bit of an incline on a mountain ahead of you. If we rush now, you probably got a little bit of flight left in you.
Okay.
Y'all can head up ahead. We'll go the slow path. We don't get fairy dust anymore.
Will the people there be welcoming if 3-4 people fly in?
Huh.
You just let them know that the scorpion sent you. And they'll be friendly.
The scorpion. That's cool.
Is that on the chat?
Yeah.
And we'll be right behind you.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I make a roll for trust?
Insight.
Thank you.
That's good though. Yeah.
What?
18.
Oh, okay, great. No, they're telling the truth.
Okay.
And you do remember that Wendy and Lily both mentioned scorpions.
I do.
They are anti-pan, but as far as you're concerned, you've come off as pretty anti-pan.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't let on your confusing thoughts in front of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See if the flying still works and head on up.
It does. The flying still works. The sun is setting. it's not set yet, so you've got a limited amount of time left to fly up there. Everyone else flying?
Aye.
All right. You guys kind of take the shortcut up the mountain and you see a clear like plateau right below like this big snow cap that encapsulates the top of this mountain. You see this plateau where there are tents and even shacks, things built more permanently. You see people, congregating, different races, and you land and they all approach, spears up but not out, swords in hand, bows cocked but not trained, waiting as you land.
The scorpion sent us.
All right, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have you roll a charisma check because that that sounded like maybe it needed some more conviction, which I don't blame you for.
Just straight charisma check.
Yeah.
Okay. 15 plus 4, 19.
Damn.
Wow, great. So even though could have come off as kind of a timid thing, it's so adorable that they're just like,
Right.
I think she knows the scorpions. I'll welcome aboard. And a kind of husky, full orc, big tusks coming right from her lower teeth, forehead totally jutted out. She's got braids of white hair with bits of leaves and ivy kind of braided into it. Just gonna put her bow down, sling it over her shoulder. I was like, and are they behind you on their way?
Aye.
Well, that's good then. Some neat?
Aye.
Do we need to kill anything?
What?
Like what?
The scorpion sent you. Oftentimes that means enemies are coming.
Oh.
Hands folk or pirates or
Or both, maybe. I don't know.
twigs or
Pan's folk might be on the way. We may have gotten away though, I think.
it's fine either way. Go eat up. It's no big deal. We'll take care of it if they come. Go catch yourself a meal.
I don't know. Catch yourself a meal. I don't like the sound of that. What does that mean?
You kind of like follow where she's pointing to, and you see like some folk hanging around on like the edge of this plateau, and there are some birds flying around. People are clearly hunting for dinner.
Birds.
They it might not have been, tongue in cheek, but you do that, and they've kind of got a cozy camp up here. It's freezing though. It's like it's snow is actively falling, covering this mountain. You're at high altitude. Everything's cold.
Is there fire? Is there a fire?
They do. They have a fire. It's not warming anything but like the area immediately around it. And but they seem happy and welcoming.
Oh.
Although everyone's armed.
Are there any other sort of differences that stand out between this and the other camp in terms of like what the people look like, or
The other camp being
the lost? Yeah, camp.
Everybody here is armed. The lost, there are weapons around in piles, and they get them when they are called to. Everyone here looks like they are prepared at any moment's notice to run and leave and leap into battle. It might contribute to why they look so relaxed, not stressed by your arrival. A couple, go to congregate and talk about presumably plans, but for the most part, everybody's just chilling.
Rasha gets as close to the fire as possible.
So you curl up near the fire. You guys kind of watch what's happening here, and it doesn't take quite too long though before those that sent you here kind of make their way back up the mountain and are kind of greeted and given food, potion on their way up. And they make the announcement that Pan's looking for them.
Well, how do you know it's you that he's looking for?
For them. He points at all y'all.
Aye.
Wait, what? No. He was looking for someone else.
Well, I mean, he was.
But he didn't see us.
He didn't see us at all.
Aye, but the plant smelled us.
But he didn't see us. We ran away.
Well, we certainly can't risk it.
What does that
That's what
mean?
we're gonna call this session.
Ah!
What does that even mean?
I know, right? We're all gonna die.
No.
All right. Before we go, I want to go up the diagonal and tell everybody how cool you are and all the other stuff you do that's not this. Maddie.
Oh, hey, I'm Maddie. So many games. I play D&D on Soul Bear RPG Wednesdays and Fridays. I have a show on my channel on Saturdays. We're doing a bunch of one-shots this month for calling them my big gay one-shots. And we're gonna raise money for different LGBTQIA charities. Doing the Trevor Project, we're doing GLSCN and Mermaids UK. So all organizations that help young LGBTQIA, which is very important to me. And I run So Nerdware, and you can go and use the code FEMSPLAINED, get 10% off your order, because we love you and we love FEMSPLAINED. So
Aww. And let's get our Asha, our Greek Sid, our Christina.
Hi, I'm Christina Sid. I am on Twitter at Greek Sid. I am here on Tuesday Primes, obviously. And then every Sunday, you can find me over on Encounter Roleplay, 5 o'clock Eastern, for a very interesting Apocalypse World game called Apocalypse
Ooh.
When. It's
Yes.
a time travel game as well. Lots of fun. We just saved Bon Jovi. It was great.
That's
and
awesome.
also tortured Ruchi Sambora. It was a thing. Anyway, and we'll soon be starting up a new channel called Odyssey RP. And sort of flagshipping our second season of Rise of the Temple of Elemental Evil, Descent into Darkness. So very excited for that. Diana will be joining us for that. I'm very excited. So yeah, just keep an eye on my Twitters for that as well.
Yes. Avalon.
I'm so bad at this. I am one half of Femsplain podcast, which you should check out. Hopefully, there's a lot of new content coming soon because I just finished my master's.
Yes, you did.
And so now I have time for hobbies? ? So yeah, so hopefully more exciting things to come. Yeah.
Master's degree.
All right, and Kate.
This is all I do.
Wow.
I feel like I need to like do more things because I love D&D so much, and I have so much fun doing this. And I have like a private game that I play with my friends that's not streamed or anything because we're too chaotic for all that.
Yeah, but other cool things you do, because I know you do.
I don't know what
Kate
I do.
Knits.
I knit things. I write things sometimes.
She knits
I read
things
books.
that you can buy.
Oh, I
What?
don't have a shop or anything. I just run commissions sometimes. I forgot. I don't know. No one ever buys anything. I like nerdy, like knit, just like beanie style hats, kind of like what Diana's wearing. But with whatever I can kind of design. Like I've done a Grey Warden hat for Dragon Age with like the griffins, and I made my brother a Fallout one for his birthday with the Vault Tech logo. So that kind of stuff. I forgot I do that. So thanks.
Where you been holding out on us?
Apparently,
Yeah,
I'll tweet some pictures.
I have to force you guys to brag about your shit.
I wasn't
so-
like, oh, I could say I knit hats, but they're not interested. I literally forgot that I knit hats.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna learn how to make dice, but I haven't done it yet.
She's been doing that.
I got some molds. I have
Oh
molds,
wow,
but that's all I have. So that's on my to-do list.
that's beginning. Yeah.
So there's that. So hopefully next time, well, probably
That's
the time
so
after that, because I'm about to
exciting.
travel, I'll be able to show some dice
Yay!
that I made that roll.
That roll.
I'm working on it. I'm gonna do some more
Homemade
things.
rolling dice. I love it.
Well, because I have made some that don't roll.
They were
That
still
did not work.
homemade.
They just
Yes.
stop. And all right, you guys are all wonderful. This
What
is
about you?
What about you?
Yeah, you do
Come
things.
on, you do stuff
Dummy.
You do
too.
1,000 things.
I run the gaming track for a steampunk convention called Cogs, which we're going to be doing some streaming stuff starting tomorrow. And
Wait, starting tomorrow?
yes, tomorrow on the Cogs Expo Twitch channel. We're going to start letting all of our steampunk community start twitching. It's going to be mostly video games. So if you like different co-op video games, they're going to be playing lots of those. So tune into that. And then that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I'm doing one shots this week too. Shoot. this Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern. I'll be on Little Red Dot's channel, doing a Cypher one shot. The Sunday Fun Day breakfast times, breakfast cults. And next Monday, I'll be over on Game Nights, 2Gs and a K Game Nights, and we're doing Crash Pandas. I'm so excited to play Crash Pandas. I'm so excited. So I'll be doing that,
Awesome.
and that's 7 o'clock Eastern. So yes,
Fantastic. Wonderful. All right, guys, I'm going to be insistent that we all get better at bragging about our shit. In the meantime, let's all have a good night.
Thanks, Dan.
And thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. The VOD will be up tomorrow. YouTube will be up probably by the end of the week. And then stay tuned. Podcast format is coming soon. I am just working on it. Okay. And then I love you guys.
Bye.
Maddie, take us out.
Bye.